Today's MTG box analysis is going to be for the February 20th Collector Booster Box opening of Phyrexia All-Be-One. In today's analysis, we're going to review the cards eligible to be pulled out of a Collector Booster Pack and compare that to the cards that we saw during the opening. Then we'll take a look at set coverage, coverage by rarity, as well as duplication. From a value perspective, we'll take a look at the set value as well as the actual value in the box and close it out with a summary. Today I'm also going to share the price trend for the cards since the set's release, and as a bonus, I've prepared a comprehensive comparison of the 3 collector booster boxes opened thus far on the channel. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box, as well as 80 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's kick things off by taking a look at what we saw in this box. This chart shows all the non-foils we saw in green, the foils we saw in orange, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we were eligible to see everything from the showcase category over to the extended art category on the chart. In these 12 packs, we ended up seeing 19 showcase, 4 borderless, 1 concept Praetor, 12 step and complete foils, and 15 extended art cards. In the traditional foil treatment, we saw almost no variance between the primary colors of Magic, with white and red seeing 12 cards each, and blue, black, and green each having 14. We also saw 15 foil showcase, 4 borderless, and 4 extended art cards in foil. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, we saw 16 unique showcase cards, giving us 40% coverage of the category. We also saw 19% of the borderless and 20% of the concept Praetors. 11 of our step and complete foils were unique, which means that we saw 16% of this category. And finally, we saw 15 of the 34 extended art rares in the set for 44% coverage. Add it all up, and we saw 47 unique non-foil cards out of a possible 173, giving us an overall non-foil coverage of 27%. In the traditional foil space, we saw 110 out of a possible 377 cards, which gave us 29% coverage. Our highest coverage was a 3-way tie between blue, black, and green, seeing 36% of the traditionally framed cards in foil. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in the non-foil space, we saw 73% of the commons and 53% of the uncommons. We also saw 27 rares for 30% coverage and 4 mythics for 7% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 49% of the commons, 32% of the uncommons, and 18 rares for 15% coverage and 5 mythics for 10% coverage. This box contained 45 rares and 9 mythics from the main set, plus 9 rares and a single mythic from the Commander subset, bringing the grand total up to 54 rares and 10 mythics for this box. From a duplication perspective, we saw repeats in the full art basic land, showcase, and step and complete foil categories. In the end, 11 cards were repeated 13 times for a box duplication rate of 8%. And although not technically duplicates because they were different treatments and frames, I did want to make a call out that there were 3 rare Tyvars and 3 mythic Lukas. Now just imagine if those rares were venerated Rot Priests and the mythics were Elish Norms. This box kind of proves that it's sort of possible. Before we take a look at the value that we saw in this box, let's baseline with a look at the market prices of the cards in the Phyrexia All-Be-One set as of February 18th, 2023. This chart shows all 454 cards in the set. The only cards not shown here are the oil-slicked raised foils, which will not be released until March 3rd in the complete bundles. Currently, the set features 51 cards valued over $10, and 6 of these are valued over $75, and another 7 are valued between $50 and $75. The set also features 24 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 60 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 309 cards in the set are valued less than $1. Let's take a look at how the set has been trending in the first 9 days since release. The 261 cards from the main set are up $37.78. The 39 showcase cards are up $44.82, which is an increase of 30%. The 22 borderless cards are also up $32.83. The 6 Phyrexian cards are pretty stable, only seeing a $1.21 gain in the last 9 days. The 5 concept Praetors, however, are up $26.07 or 15% since release. So too are the step and complete foils. Those 67 cards have seen an overall increase of $87.25 or 8%. The 34 extended art rares in the set are up $9.80 or 19%. The 15 basic lands and 5 jumpstart rares are doing virtually nothing and have seen a nominal 18 cents loss since release. On February 10th, these 454 cards had a total market value of $2,056.83, and as of February 18th, they have a market value of $239.58 more at $2,296.41. This is pretty amazing considering the trend of many sets over the last 6 months. I'll continue to report on this metric so we can see how this set stabilizes. Now that we have an understanding of the value of the set and how the set is trending, let's take a look at the actual value that we saw in today's collector booster box, starting off with the non-foils. We saw 3 of the 51 big hits in this box, including the Showcase Phyrexia and Obliterator, currently valued at $10.92, the Step and Complete Tyvart Jubilant Brawler, valued at $14.64, and the first Concept Praetor opened on the channel, the Jin-Gitaxias Progress Tyrant, valued at $18.68. We also saw 1 non-foil valued between $5 and $10, and 13 non-foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 43 cards that we saw were all valued less than $1. In the traditional foil treatment, we also saw 3 big hits. They were the Extended Art Mercurial Spell Dancer, valued at $14.74, the Sword of Forge and Frontier from the main set, valued at $28.35, and the most valuable card that we saw today in the box, the Foil Showcase Mondrak Glory Dominus, valued at $38.54. We also saw 2 foils valued between $5 and $10, and 15 foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 100 foils in the box, however, were valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box through a Patreon membership for $219 even. The current market price for these boxes is holding strong at $221.69. Today's collector booster box contained 12 packs with 15 cards each, allowing us to see 180 cards. The 12 tokens in the box have a market value of $6.23. The 10 commander cards that we saw are currently valued at $6.44. The 12 basic lands are currently valued at $10.48. The 67 commons that we saw are valued at $9.08. The 37 uncommons are valued at $8.62, and the 45 rares are valued at $98.79. Finally, the 9 mythics in the box make up the majority of the value at $119.92. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $259.56, which means that this box is a gain of $40.56 and a return of 119% of my purchase price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 27 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined market value of $205.46, which represents 79% of the total current box value. How does this box stack up to the previous boxes I've opened on the channel? Let's find out. So far, I've opened 3 collector booster boxes, one every single Monday for the past few weeks. 2 of these boxes I purchased for $219, and the other one I paid $12 more through another seller. From a coverage perspective, these boxes are very consistent, each containing 27% of the non-foils and 29% of the foils that were eligible to be pulled out of a collector booster box. Duplication was also pretty consistent, ranging between 7 and 8%. From a rare and mythic perspective, today's box contained 42 rares, whereas the previous 2 boxes contained 43. However, today's box contained 9 mythics, and the previous 2 boxes contained between 7 and 8. Each of the collector booster packs contains a slot for an Extended Art Commander card or an Extended Art Jumpstart rare. Today's box and the previous box each contained 9 rares from the Commander subset and 3 Jumpstart rares, but the first box was loaded with 11 Commander rares and a single Jumpstart rare. All 3 boxes have contained a single Commander Mythic, and in each of the boxes there was a single foil rare from the Commander subset. Finally, the Step and Complete foils are kind of a wild card slot in these packs. Today's box and the first box each saw 4 commons, 4 uncommons, 3 rares, and a single mythic. Box 2, however, contains 6 commons, 3 uncommons, 2 rares, and a single mythic. Now let's take a look at the values of these 3 boxes. I've adjusted all the card prices to the market prices of February 18th, 2023, so we can do a true value comparison for the boxes. From a token perspective, I saw between $6 and $8 in value from the 12 double-sided tokens in these boxes, nothing too special. From the Commander subset, today's box and the last box were not so great, seeing another $6 to $8 in value. However, box 1 was phenomenal, seeing a clever concealment and a non-foil and foil Urtet, plus 9 other cards for a total value of $50.32. In the non-foil space, today's box was a real letdown with only $68.18 in total value, whereas the previous box contained more than twice that with $168.58 in value, thanks to the Step and Complete foil Drivnov and the Showcase Atraxa, as well as the Phyrexia and Elish Norn. The first box was just amazing, with the Showcase Mondrak, the Showcase Elish Norn, and the Step and Complete foil Mondrak, bringing the total non-foil for that box up to $203.74. In the traditional foil space, today's box was a little bit low, but I would say it was kind of on par with the other boxes, seeing $114.31 in value, whereas the previous box only saw $5 more. That first box, however, saw the most value with $137.85. In the end, today's box generated the least amount of value with $259.56, and that first box was just over $400 in card value. All three boxes are currently valued more than what I paid, producing between 119 and 174% of their purchase price in card value. I hope you've enjoyed this look into 3 different collector booster boxes of Phyrexia All-Be-One. If you have any feedback, please feel free to drop me a comment, and if you like this content, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, do something amazing.